Hey guys, what is up? Hello from Guangzhou. I'm here in this city to try out as many vegan places as I can. And this first place that I'm heading to, it's this vegetarian restaurant. So let's see how that is. I really liked how this restaurant looked from outside and it had such a welcoming vibe to it. Starting off with the tea, which is complimentary of course. It was so good. It was this reddish kind of tea, and I could see all the tea leaves and everything inside. This was nice and hydrating because it was actually quite a hot day here. And moving on to the food, the first thing I got was this sizzling vegan beef or like a vegan imitation meat, and it came in this black pepper basil sauce, and it also had some blanched broccoli on the side. And trying it off, this was actually really super impressive. The texture of the mock meat was so on point, and the sauce was just so good. It had a little bit of sweetness to it, which I really liked, and I could taste the basil leaves and the black pepper as well. The flavor was just amazing, and the sides, which is the broccoli, was nice as well. Here's the texture of the meat. It was really quite realistic, and overall I just really like this. You have to try it. This is the first time I ordered steamed dumplings in China because so far I've only had the boiled variety, which is like the staple in China, and this came with the usual Chinese black vinegar dip, which I really like. After my visit to China, I truly became a fan of Chinese black vinegar. This is the filling inside. There was a lot of things inside which I really liked, and overall this was just really good, and the sheer quantity was also impressive. There were almost 12 of these dumplings inside, and I also got some rice. I think there were like maybe two types of rice inside, and I really liked the way they plated this and decorated it. And as for the rice, really I just have no words because the rice is always good here in China. It's a nice short grain rice, and it's nice and fluffy, and it paired so well with the vegan starter. Hey guys, I'm here in GIU1 vegetarian restaurant here in Guangzhou, and they seem to have a lot of options, a lot of food on the menu, and there's a lot of desserts that are plant based, like with like plant milk, so that's great as well. So we can try some desserts, and we can also try some savory food, and I'm so hungry and so excited to try it. So let's see how it is. I like this almost zen sort of a vibe in this restaurant, and the menu is extensive as well. And you also have this cat who seems to be walking around the restaurant. And here we go, we got some tea. Here in China, it's just so confusing what's in the food because there's so much flavor and so many things going on, but it's just so good. There's so much flavor in this. I ordered myself some matcha moonbeam cake, and it happens to be dairy free, so it's vegan. Honestly, it looks so good. The design and everything. I almost feel like I don't want to eat it, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So here it is. Mm. The sweetness is just right, and you do taste the matcha, that's for sure. And it's a nice dense texture. It has a nice sandy kind of a bite to it. It's really good. Mm. This may seem like dessert, but I'm eating it right at the start, and honestly, I don't mind at all. So I just ate one for now because I need to eat food first. So let's leave the rest for dessert. Just look at what we got here. This is like the fried mushroom crab, so to speak. And this is like a stir fry with vegetables and a lot of other things. Man, can you see a lot of mushrooms in this? Can't wait to try it. I'm going in with the mushrooms first because it looks so delicious. Just look at the size of that. That is so delicious. It almost has a tempura kind of a batter. I assume this is a fried basil leaf, and I'm sure this is going to give it a lot of flavor. Mm. It tastes more like a kafi lime leaf, the one you get in Thailand. Mm. You have to try this if you come here. Going in with the stir fry, let's give it a shot. A big piece of broccoli. Oh man, that seasoning is so good. Some mushrooms. And whatever that was, this. Really delicious. Portobello mushroom. It's a stir fry, so I think they've used some kind of a plant-based oyster sauce or soy sauce or something like that. The kind of sauce that suits like stir fries. You can definitely not go wrong with this dish. It's so good. I think this is a fried lotus root. You also got carrots and cabbage, and it just feels so loaded and so full. And this is the third savory dish that I've ordered. It's a tofu and vegetable stir fry. That tofu just looks smothered in sauce, and it's a nice big slab as well. Oh, it tastes like smoked tofu. I think this is smoked tofu. And they have this huge pieces of peppers as well. There's a nice blistering on the skin. That adds a nice sweetness to the dish. And they don't just have green pepper, they also have red peppers. Everything in this dish is just popping, and it's glistening with that sauce. So I ended up going to the first restaurant once again, and the advantage is that you can try something that you did not try before. And starting off with some vegan yogurt, this actually looked so good, and the consistency was just like yogurt. I initially thought that it would be sour, but it was surprisingly really sweet. And I can't tell which plant milk this was, but because we're in Asia, I assume this was soy milk. And I got this tofu and edamame stir fry, and also this tomato broth ramen with some vegan chicken inside. And starting with the tofu, to be honest, the flavor was not all that great, and the sauce wasn't all that flavorful, whether with the tofu or the edamame. But what I really liked was the sheer quantity of this. So it's like a loaded protein bowl, and just how soft the edamame was. Moving on to the ramen, this is the vegan chicken, or like the imitation meat, And starting off with the broth, this was a typical tomato broth. It had a typical taste, the taste that you would expect from a tomato broth. I only wish that it was just a little bit more sweeter, and I also wish that there was a little more salt in this. I also like all the garnishes in this ramen, which is this big piece of shiitake mushrooms, some bamboo shoots I guess, and a lot of other vegetables. So that adds a lot of variety to the ramen. And one thing that really stood out to me was these thick noodles. I have nothing against thin noodles, but I just love thick noodles so much because they have so much of a better bite. And look at this huge piece of tomato. I'm not sure which type of tomato this was, but it was nice and juicy, as you will expect from a tomato. And overall, this was just a very filling bowl of ramen with a lot of things and just something you would eat slowly. So overall, I really recommend this restaurant. You should definitely visit it.